good morning, and welcome. Welcome to or back to my channel. Been a minute since I uploaded, had a video, was trying to edit it. I looked like shit in the video. I didn't want to post it, so we didn't post it. And now I'm kind of catching back up. We today are going to going to do a half-hour drive to Seven Brew because that is the closest one, unfortunately. But I really love it and I have a day off, so I'm taking that time to go get it as a little treat for myself. We're also going to talk about some things going on. Lots of things are happening. I had filmed a coffee vlog like a month ago, and there was a lot of stuff going on in my life at the time, and I kind of just ended up talking shit about it for the whole video, and then I couldn't use it, so we got rid of that. And so we're doing part 2, even though y'all never saw part 1, but it's part 2 for me. And it's hard to believe I haven't had any caffeine yet today. This is all natural. So yeah. Well, let's go. I need to pull up my maps because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Also, do I look sun-kissed? I went to the pool yesterday. I probably just still look white. It's fine. Fun fact, a bunch of people, when I was in high school, I guess I like held more of a tan back then. And so lots of people thought I was mixed. They thought I was biracial. And then I would be like, oh no, I'm not mixed, I'm white. Like, you know, these are my parents, you know, blah, 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 they're both white. They'd be like, you're adopted. And I'm like, that's crazy. Crazy thing to just say to someone meeting them for the first time. You're probably adopted. No, alas, I am not. If anyone ever sees my mom and my dad, I literally have like a perfect mix of like both of their faces in my face. So, I'm pretty sure of it. Speaking of England, we lost the World Cup, RIP. The World Cup just ended as I'm filming this. It ended like last week. And holy fucking shit, that was crazy. The hate for Argentina is higher than I think I've ever seen it before. I don't know if it's just because since it was in the US, more Americans who are also very how do I put it? Like, we don't fuck around in the States. Especially when it comes to racism. Because there was more attention brought to it, especially in like the chronically online sect of America, I think the hate skyrocketed. It was kind of crazy. Oh, I need to take a left here actually. Now I will say, I was a little confused by the conspiracies around Argentina and FIFA, just because I think a lot of it was people not realizing that like sometimes refs just kind of suck. Now, was it a lot of refs in a row? Yes, but I think this World Cup had like very bad referees. Like even within the group stages a little bit, like there was a lot of controversial calls that like also got revoked well after games had been played. The whole Balogun situation was whack as shit. I don't even want to get into that. But there was definitely not a good rep on the referees this season. And so I do need people to realize that's a ref thing. Refs just suck. Could the refs have been doing it because they were in favor of Argentina? Yes, but that wouldn't be related to FIFA. No, FIFA is corrupt as shit. Don't get it twisted. FIFA is known for being a very corrupt and poorly functioning entity. But I don't think that this is necessarily related to FIFA. I think this is just within the referee world. But Spain pulled through in the end. It's crazy that almost every single Latino person I know was like, I can't believe I'm rooting for my colonizer. Which is very unfortunate, but also very funny. But yeah, England lost. Bellingham tried his hardest. They didn't quite do it. Harry Kane beat Pele's record, I think, for, what was like, it was a goal scored or something like that, but then proceeded to then talk about, oh, I went golfing with Donald Trump. No, you idiot, don't talk about that. For him, I'm sure it's like, oh, like I went golfing with like an American celebrity, you know, crazy. Just don't talk about it. And don't talk about it during the World Cup that's in America, where like everybody hates the guy. Bad idea, get a PR manager. Ugh, stupid. The amount of reputation saving that Jude Bellingham has done for England and Mbappe has been doing for France is impeccable. So many Americans be hating on Europe like crazy. This World Cup salvaged a little bit. And also a lot of Europeans are also starting to realize the beauty of America because they've actually finally been here now and realized how vast and grand of a country it is. Because, you know, politics aside, America's fucking beautiful. Like, we have so many different types of geographies and cultures and foods and things happening. Like, it's just a very, very beautiful place. And I'm glad that a lot of Europeans finally got to see that this year by coming to the US for the World Cup. Like our stadiums, even our stadiums, they're like, oh my God, these stadiums are fucking insane. What do you use these for? And it's like, bitch, we use it to see Beyonce. Like sports as well. Like sports is what it's built for, but we use it to see Beyonce. That's what I use it for. I couldn't go to Cowboy Carter, which sucked. But when she goes on that Act 3 tour, I'ma fucking be there. I'ma be there. I'm saving up already. She's starting to wear capris. You know who else wore capris? Tina Turner. Act 3, Tina Turner themed, rock themed album. I'm there. I'm sat. All the less congratulations to Spain. Shout out Paella. I love Paella. At the same time as the World Cup happening though, here's the thing I really want to get into. Fucking Love Island was happening. And I know we have so much to catch up on because all these things happened while I was gone. Love Island happened and holy shit. Not as good as season 6, but such a good season to have after whatever the fuck season 7 was. Shout out Karnaya. Shout out Brittany. Even, you know, even shout out Kata and Zach. I know Zach, people don't fuck with Zach. I low-key didn't either. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people say stupid shit, right? Especially, you know, when they're surrounded by people that they're literally trying to impress for a whole season. A lot of people are like, oh, Zach is so evil. He's so manipulative. He's like literally trying to break everybody apart, blah, blah, blah. While it's possible, he also could just be dumb. Just a little bit. Like maybe he doesn't really know how to interact with these people. Maybe he doesn't really know how to play the game, because let's be real, his brother wasn't on there for too long. Maybe he's got a little bit of an inferiority complex, you know, he feels a little insecure. And he sees all these other people getting a couple super early, doing super well, and he's just like, I don't really know what I'm doing. And, you know, like, I think he should be given the benefit of the doubt. Especially since y'all are using this as an excuse to call fucking ICE on him. Ew! Grand! Stop it! We don't call ICE for shit. We ignore them as an entity. And we try to get them disbanded because they suck. We hate them. And also, Kata, hot. So I support. Also shout out Melanie. Shout out Melanie. I love Melanie. The whole shit with Melanie and Sincere was so gripping, but it was also, bitch, hard to watch. It was so hard to watch because with every single thing he did, every time he lied, I'm like, surely she's gonna leave him now. Surely, right? And then she didn't. And I was just like, no, why are you doing this to yourself? This is terrible. I don't know where they stand now that the show's over. I know they haven't like been seen together or anything, so they could have broken up. I don't know. I'm not that parasocial, so I don't really know any updates on that front. The whole arc, I'll get to Casey in a second, but the whole arc with like Anaya feeling betrayed by Casey and then Carl coming out of the cake and then be like, oh, like I'm gonna have my walls up, like just give me time, and then he immediately just folds like a tortilla. He folds. Dude, I was watching it. It's beautiful. But the whole Casey situation, so post villa, we're now out of the villa. Carl and Anaya are together. They're doing fine. They're minding their business. They're doing great. Most of the Islanders are kind of building their individual brands for the most part. Bryce and Trinity are kind of doing like a together thing, mainly for press, but also Trinity signing herself with an agency, and I signed herself with an agency. You know, like people are kind of doing things separately as well as together. Casey and TT make a podcast on a joint couple YouTube channel Bad idea PR-wise, but alas, they did. And the first thing that just rubbed me, this is just a personal thing, this doesn't really have to do anything, this doesn't have anything to do with them, but this is just a cringe thing for me, is posting like a thumbnail and being like, hey, get us to a certain amount of subscribers, then we'll drop our first video. I don't like that. I don't like when anyone does that, frankly, just because I feel like if you're gonna be doing content creation, like, the reason for people to subscribe should be the content, not just who you are. And so I just kind of thought that was cringe. But they did the podcast and kind of talked about, from what I gathered, that they kind of felt villainized, and they sort of made it, this is why I said this is important, they kind of made it about rape. Obviously, no one knows exactly what they experienced. The show's very edited. As far as the audience's opinion, we've been saying from the jump, we're fine with y'all being together. We just didn't like that you were talking shit. We love to see a beautiful black couple thriving. It's good to see, especially in this fucking political climate right now. But like, don't also talk shit about other people in the process, you know? We love love. We don't love shit talking. Unless it's funny. Big asterisk there, unless it's funny. And it wasn't funny. And it wasn't really valid either. Like, because again, a lot of the resentment he was holding, I feel like very well could have been solved if he just put his ego aside and just talked about it. Then you got fucking, what's his face? Corbin GPT and Parmesan. They're kind of a cute couple though, I can't even lie. So that's the Love Island tea. That's my Love Island opinions. That's the recent media stuff and my thoughts on that. But let's talk about what's happening with me, because a lot of stuff's happening with me recently. And part of why I'm so excited to be back on my grind is that I can fucking talk to you guys about what's going on, because I love doing that. I've been at my new job for a few months now. I've been mentally thriving in this new place of work. I love it so much. It fits my skills very well, and it's been so fun. Everyone there's super nice. I've been adjusting very well. It's also kind of nice to know that some things at my old job are struggling a little bit since I left, and I'm just like, oh, that makes me feel a little bit good about myself. I can't even lie. Does it make me a bad person? Probably. But I had a little kerfuffle with some prior friends of mine from my old job, who I don't speak to anymore. Hope they're doing well. But that was definitely a weird situation happening that kind of mentally took me out of a lot of stuff, because I was just like, what the fuck? It all happened so quickly. Partially my fault, but it just was very weird adjusting to that for a little bit, and just like processing what happened. I did kind of step away in part to sort of think about that and self-reflect a little bit. Like, you know, when certain dramas transpire and you're kind of looking back at it, just like, was that a me thing? Like, do I have like an unresolved issue that maybe could have prevented that? And sat back, reflected on it for a little bit. Answer is no. Lots of, you know, talking with different people about it, you know, getting different opinions, was kind of established, no, that was just a fucking weird situation. But a lot of people who I know will call my ass out if I'm wrong. I talked to a lot of people, they were just like, we don't think this is really your fault. I think what was going on is just weird. But now that I have kind of processed that a little bit more, and also am starting to kind of establish a little bit more of a routine now. Okay, so camera Loki, SD card ran out of storage. Had to go through some footage that I knew I was never going to use, delete it, so I can come back. In that time, I did get my coffee. Ain't she a beaut? We are trying the sugar-free cookie butter. I'm excited to see how it tastes. Test in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hell yeah. Very good, very nice. Opted for sugar-free because your girl's on a weight loss journey, as I've talked about. Yes, there's a shit ton of cream in it. The cream isn't as bad caloric-wise as the sweetener. The added sugar is what'll get you. Tastes delicious. So, love that. Anyway, but back to meat. Definitely didn't have a very solid like schedule when I first started this new job because it's a little bit different. For one, I know what time I get there and leave every day. It doesn't depend on the work I'm doing. In my old job, what time I would leave work fully depended on what I was doing that day. Obviously, that was very frustrating to deal with. So my schedule for the afternoons wasn't very solid. But with this job, I'm kind of able to develop more of an actual afternoon schedule. Have I followed through with really going by it every day yet? Not quite, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It also helps that I have a lot of other things happening, so I kind of have to plan things out a little bit. Like I'm in school, I'm doing content creation, you know, I like to hang out with friends, things like that, you know, making dinner, playing with the cat, you know, s'mores is a fucking menace if you don't spend time with her. So like I have to allocate some time with her during the day. So that kind of helps keep the schedule a little bit. Now that I've established that a little bit more, it does kind of make it easier to insert certain things into the mix. So like we're inserting the editing back into the mix. And then one thing I would really love to try out is streaming, because I was like, wait, I have a computer that can accommodate it now, so let me try it and give it a try. It would make stuff like music reaction much more feasible, because I do love to react to music. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not big on editing it so much because you have to edit it a lot for YouTube. But if I were to stream it on Twitch, kind of get past those boundaries, and I can just kind of react to it the way I would want to. And so I definitely am interested in doing that. I'm hoping as I upload this video, I will be streaming. If I upload this Saturday night, go check out my stream. I'm reacting to a lot of new R&B music that just dropped. Go check that out right after you finish this video. Finish here first. We're not done talking. We're not done chatting over here. But when we're done chatting, head on over there. So I really want to try that and see how that goes. Was I inspired by Streamer University? Yes. Sue me. Okay, I have it on the forefront of my brain. Of course I'm thinking about it. Just kind of seeing, oh, like streaming doesn't have to just be about like gaming, because I was always under the impression that like most streamers are just like playing games, which most of them still are, but it's kind of helped me to see that like, oh, it doesn't have to just be playing video games. Like you can kind of do whatever you want with it. Definitely inspired me a lot there. I need to figure out what camera I'm gonna use though, because my camera that I'm filming this on, it's a good camera, right? Can't be used as a webcam. I'm wondering, and then my actual webcam that I have on my computer is a square. It doesn't have the proper dimension. I don't know if I can use a GoPro. Ultimately though, I am saving up for a big girl camera. I want to save up for a nicer camera that can be used both for sit down videos as well as for streaming. So it can be used as a webcam as well. And then I would leave this and the GoPro for vlogging. I kind of want to have like a little camera ecosystem is the goal. It kind of makes it easier because no matter where I am, I have a camera, you know? Because the ADHD of it all, if I forget my camera, I'm not filming. I could pick this up and do it, but this doesn't feel the same once you've used this. It's kind of tricky. I'm very excited about that. I'm saving up. I kind of want to do the Canon M50 or the Sony A710, I want to say. Those are the two that are kind of on my wish list. I just think the Sony one can be used as a webcam. I don't know if it can, but it's a very nice camera. I want y'all to see every pore on my face and then feel bad about it while I'm editing because I'm gonna look ugly. Also, speaking of, I'm trying to like look nice for when I film. That's something that is kind of a resolution, if you will, for my channel and my content, is looking good for my content. Something that I never really did because I was just like, oh, it's a vlog, it's realistic. Okay, but like who wants to look at that? Not even me. If I don't like looking at it while editing, what the fuck is the viewer thinking? You know? I do want to put a little bit more effort. So, you know, today I did my little slick back. I've been doing a slick back because my hair is at a weird length and I'm letting it grow out. You know, I did my skincare We're glowing. I didn't do my makeup. I might do the makeup though before I stream. I think I will have makeup on for stream tonight. I will do makeup, I think, for that. But like, I just, you know, I don't want to look busted, you know? And like, even this shirt, like, it's a cute shirt. You know, we got the kind of stripey, like 90s vibe going on. Y'all can't see it, but I have like these baggy denim jeans, you know. I tried to give like Goofy movie a little bit in, you know, my sort of fashion sense today. The glasses don't match anything. I mean, they match the purple, I guess, but I do want to get new glasses because I don't like these as much anymore. Like I just feel like they ruin all my outfits. I don't know. Y'all tell me if you agree or not, but I don't like how they look. It's too flat at the top. I think it's too bulky. It makes my nose look big. Like, I don't know. I really want to get, I really liked my old frames. My old frames were really nice. I want to get something kind of similar to that, but I also want to get something that kind of gives Lisa Loeb a little bit. I found these. I want to get these. These look really cute. That could be fun. I also want to get like some big, like, fuck you frames. Like fucking Nancy Drew looking ass glasses. Like these. Here's a Lisa Loeb vibe. Something like that. I feel like that could, I do love a good oversized frame, so I kind of want to mix that in with whatever. But I want to have like a couple pairs so that I can switch shit up, you know? Oh, I also really like these. I thought these were really cute. So stuff like that, you know? So I'll keep you posted on what I get for those. But I just haven't been vibing with these glasses very much. I initially wanted to have lenses put in my old frames, but the doctor was like, oh, that's like gonna be so much more. You could just get them here for a discount. You know, your insurance will cover it. It'd be a lot easier. And I'm just like, oh, fine. I know this is a marketing strategy to get me to buy your shit, but I'm gonna fall for it because I'm tired of hearing about it. And so I got these, and I do regret them a little bit. I'm still gonna use them. Like, don't get it twisted. They're not my favorite. I'm trying to like up my fashion game a little bit more, which is difficult because I do not like the current state of my body, so it's hard to buy clothes that I think I look good in when I don't think I look good. It's a very slippery slope. I am on a weight loss journey right now, so I'm hoping as things go with that, you know, maybe the confidence will build up a little bit. I was trying to do it as like a 75 soft moment, but that is a little unrealistic for me. Speaking of, I actually have a TikTok of 75 soft day one. Let me delete that. Let me delete that bitch real quick. Whoop. I just wanna make it to the sun and say no $100,000 on the front. Delete. Oh, that's another thing. Beyonce released Dark. She released it. Oh my god, and it's so good, dude. Okay, hold on. We're gonna listen. We're gonna listen to that real quick. Hold on. Hold up. I just wanna love you, boy, if you don't mind. So, and then back into the OG key. I hate her. I hate her. Yep. So yeah, that's been like my recent obsession. That, and also we're just gonna go through some songs I like real quick because I have some updates on that. Oh, also crazy thing I saw the other day. This R&B artist named Queen, KWN, R&B artist, lesbian, very sexual songs. I was listening to one of their albums. I was like, my pearls, this is crazy. And one of the albums I will be reacting to tomorrow is their new album. I'm a little nervous going into it because someone said that it's giving very, and I quote, strap and B. And I was like, what the fuck is strap and B? And then it clicked. I'm nervous. That's gonna be scary. Recent obsession song. Leak It by Flo.
Can I not leak it? I look so good, you look so good, maybe we should all leak it together. Yeah. You only live once, let the people see.
Tomorrow might delete it, but tonight I'm gonna leak it. I'm feeling so
It gets so like 2005, 2008. Gonna leak it. Guys. New Zendaya outfit just dropped. Hold on. Look at that! The netting looking like a web. She's sick. Her and Loth are sick. The bAAACCCCKKK, not the bAAAACCCCCKKK. I've been dude, Zendaya's on a generational fucking run right now. Between Spider-Man, Odyssey, and then it's also gonna be Doom Part 3. And the looks she's been serving, literally, Odyssey, day one Odyssey premiere. Literally wearing a dress that debuted on the runway that same morning. Law Roach, if you're watching this, you are twisted in the head and I love you for it. But you're twisted. Very excited to see what the Dune press is looking like. Because I know she's gonna serve cunt. This whole time I've been talking to y'all, since getting my coffee, I have just been in like a outlet parking lot. And several cars have driven by and probably seen me screaming into my camera. For me, this is good practice. It's kind of like microdosing filming in public, but a little less scary because I'm in my car. So like ultimately it's still my business because it's in my car, but it's kind of getting that feeling of like people watching me film, so that when I do actually film in public, people, you know, I kind of know what the looks from people will look like, because I want to do more vloggy content, but that means I have to actually like film in public. That's scary because a lot of people that film in public have a really bad rap, reasonably so, because a lot of them are terrible. And also like I always just have flashbacks to like, do y'all remember during like the 2016, 2017 vlog era, like Emma Chamberlain, all them, and they would go to film in a store and they'd be like, you can't film in here. That'd be so embarrassing if I got told that on camera. I'd be mortified. But I also feel like places don't do that anymore. Is it just because of how like social media presence has changed? I don't know. But like, I'm still scared. Maybe things have changed in the past 10 years. I don't know, I haven't been paying full attention. Oh my god, wait, guys. I've had my channel for 8 years. Oh my god, I have. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna take a lookie. I might have deleted the video. That was my first. So it might be more like 7 years, but now do I have anything to show for it? Fuck no, because I don't upload. But what's the first upload on? It's 7 years ago. 7 years ago. My very first proper video is privated, but it was a chit chat get ready with me for everyday makeup look that I did in my dorm. But the one that's not privated is my choir tour vlog from my freshman year of college. And all my quarantine videos now are like 5 and 6 years ago. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go reminisce for a little bit now. Thank y'all for sitting here and chatting with me for a little bit. Like I said, hopefully at the time I upload this, I will be live on Twitch reacting to some music, so come say hi. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all so much. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one, which hopefully won't be too far away. Goodbye, lovelies.